everyone, my name is Chloe and welcome to day 5 of Vlogmas. So if you've not seen any of these videos, I've done a similar concept every year for Vlogmas, and what I did is at the beginning of the year I asked my best friend to email my husband a list of 24 books that she wanted me to read, either that she loved and I hadn't read, or that she wanted to read and wanted me to be a guinea pig for, or whatever the case may be. I've done this in years past with my mom and sister, and they have bought the physical books and wrapped them, but as with anybody, like I feel like if anybody picks that many books for you, there's going to be a lot that aren't your taste. And the whole point of this is to test me in different ways, stretch my boundaries. It's 24 books over the year. I feel like I really enjoy dipping my toes into a bunch of different things. So then I had my husband, I asked him to cut those strips out and put them in a little coffee cup. He did this instead because he thinks he's funny. So these are the 20 titles that are left that my best friend sent me. Let's just get into it. I will do, I'll pick a book and then I will vlog myself reading it. So before I do this, as I'm talking, it is February 24th. So, yeah, we are starting to get beautiful spring weather. I live in Kansas City, and so in the Midwest, you can't say like spring is coming for sure, because I'm sure we'll get another snowstorm late in March or something, but it has been beautiful, and that is just a game changer. You guys, with little kids especially, being able to get outside and just have it be beautiful is so wonderful. So life's been pretty good. You'll be seeing this late in the year, so I am almost 6 weeks pregnant, just barely, but symptoms have kicked in is what I was going to say, kicked in. Pregnancy brain, clearly. Nausea, sleeplessness, all the things. So, yeah, that's really everything going on. It's always tricky when that happens. But anyway, let's just get into it. Okay. Okay. This one's kind of tightly wound here. Let's see what it is. Oh, Tom Lake by Ann Patchett. So I think Ann Patchett is a very literary author. So let's see. Let's look it up on Goodreads and see what the summary is. Okay, so it's got a pretty high rating, 4.07, and it was a Reese's Book Club pick. Again, that doesn't really mean a lot for me. I don't know if I've said it in these videos or not, but Reese Witherspoon, her book club is not always my favorite. But so in this beautiful and moving novel about family, love, and growing up, Ann Patchett once again proves herself one of America's finest writers. In the spring of 2020, Laura's 3 daughters return to the family's orchard in northern Michigan. While picking cherries, they beg their mother to tell them the story of Peter Duke, a famous actor with whom she shared both a stage and a romance years before a theater company called Tom Lake. As Laura, I think, recalls the past, her daughters examine their own lives and relationships with their mother and are forced to reconsider the world and everything they thought they knew. Tom Lake is a meditation on youthful love, married love, and the lives parents have led before their children were born. So it says both hopeful and elegiac. I don't know. It explores what it means to be happy even when the world is falling apart. So, I am really intrigued. Like, that sounds really good. What I should do is like tell you all my friends and what they think about it. Amber Eats Books. She used to be on YouTube. She is on Instagram now. She gave it 4 stars. Rincey, I don't know if she makes videos anymore. She gave it 4 stars. Let's see. Anybody else? Tara from Buzzwords Books, she gave it 4 stars. My cousin Jamie, she and I read very similar. She gave it 3 stars. Kendra Loves Books gave it 2 stars. Yikes. So I don't know. I am cautiously optimistic. Where I'm at reading wise here in the late February is that I have gotten myself in a NetGalley hole. So I've been reading a lot of NetGalley books. Also just a bunch of things like that keep coming on the docket. So I haven't really just been like mood reading, and I really feel like I need that. So it might be a while before I get to this one. My goal is reading 2 of these books a month. But I don't know if it's going to happen, honestly, because we only have 5 days left in February, and I'm not going to pick this up immediately because I don't want to make myself a little more slumpy. But my expectations are very low, which provides an awesome opportunity to blow it out of the water. So we'll see. I will check in either as I'm reading it or when I finish it. Hey, everyone. So it is March 4th, maybe, and I finally started this book, and it has been a cruel week around here. So it's Monday, and last Tuesday, my kids got sick. They got this 5-day stomach bug that's going around. So literally 5 days. Yesterday was the first day that like everybody was okay, except me. I have not been feeling good at all, but I'm also almost 7 weeks pregnant, so like I can't tell what's nausea from that and what's nausea from this virus or whatever. But so yesterday everybody was good, and then this morning my oldest woke up with 102 fever and saying she has a headache and throat. So like, gosh, if you guys know, like little kids, it's so defeating, but it feels like it happens every year for us, that like we get back-to-back things and we're sick for like a solid few weeks. And so that's what happened. That's what's going on. And tomorrow's my first sonogram, and so it looks like Jeremy's not gonna be able to go because it is like we've got sick kids still. And so it's thankfully still beautiful, but tomorrow's not going to be great. Otherwise, my friends were like, we'll just come hang out in your backyard and everybody can hang out and not share germs, but it's going to be gross tomorrow. So just a really defeating week. But yesterday I started Tom Lake, and it's okay. It's very literary, and that's not my jam normally, but we follow this girl. She's like a high schooler, and she is working at the auditions for Our Town. I have not seen Our Town, and I feel like after this I have to, because she's like watching all these auditions, and then she's like, I can do it better than that. So she auditions and thus begins her acting career. And now she's an adult, and she's got 3 grown children, and so she's telling the kids about her acting career. And then we're getting like little bits of the girls. She has 3 daughters, a little bit of their lives interspersed, and it's okay. I like, if I wasn't reading it for this, I'd probably DNF just because it's just fine. But we'll see if it gets better. I'm like maybe a third of the way through. So I will check in later and let you know. Wish me luck. Hey everyone. So I'm just on my way home. I just stopped like in my neighborhood because I'm not ready to go home yet. I just had my first ultrasound, and baby looks pretty good. So they said I have a subchorionic hemorrhage, which is something that's never happened before, and basically it's just a little blood pocket. So hopefully that is all okay. But anyway, I finished Tom Lake, and it's going to be 3 stars for me. It was okay. It was fine. Some parts were entertaining, some were not. It's our main character, Laura. She is telling her 3 girls about her acting career and the romances that she kind of had along the way. One with a big film star, Broadway star, I don't really know, a big star. And how that went down and everything. And I liked the conversations around aging and like kind of when the prime of your life is. There was some conversation around that in the present day when she's talking to her kids. Like her kids, I think, are living in the pandemic. So that was kind of interesting, and just lots of discussion about life and what it means and how we experience it. But overall, it was just okay for me. It was kind of slow, and just a little literary for me. I don't know. It didn't have the like conversational, feel good kind of women's fiction romance that I like. But it wasn't bad. I think this is definitely like just a me, and the style of it was just okay for me. So that is that. It's a gloomy day here, so I'm going to go get the kids and maybe we'll go book shopping or something to just kind of perk up the day. So we will see you tomorrow.